guys, welcome to AnimeInkArt Live Talks. For those that may not know what the show is about, welcome to the show where we talk with different creators in the community about their journey in content creation, how we can support each other better in the community. So I hope you guys had a good start to the week so far. I know Monday is always like a hassle to get through, and yeah, definitely. So let's just get a few people in here. We always like to share it on our Discord, on our Facebook, and everything like that. So let's just do that, and then we'll introduce our amazing guests right now. So definitely, it's good to be back for another show, and definitely we're gonna have a great time tonight. So let's get a few other people in here. Okay. So today we have very special guest, Jervone Young. They are co-owner of Veilbound Comics, and they have the creator of the comic Copacetic. So definitely is an amazing series. Definitely, if you're a believer of you're a Christian, you're a believer, you want to learn about all the things that are seen and unseen, definitely you'll come across it in this comic. So it's definitely a very unique comic. It has an amazing story, and definitely we're going to talk about everything that has to do with the comic and everything that has to do with our special guests. So definitely let's get them on the show and let's get it started. Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Some people are coming in. Hi, Clutch. Thanks for coming on to the stream. So definitely thank you so much for coming on the show. I really do appreciate you.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate you.
And again, thank you for coming back. I always love when people coming back come back to the show. So for those that don't know who you are, introduce yourself and what you do.
My name is Jervone Young, co-founder of Veilbound Comics. I also make the comic book Copacetic, and probably going to be a couple other ones too to go into the universe. I'm basically just trying to show you all the stuff that's going on in the world now and how it relates to the Bible. That's basically my main thing. So, trafficking, things like that. Politicians, demons, fallen angels, all this stuff works together. So just want to show that.
Yeah, definitely. And I wanted to start off with what inspired you to get closer to Christ? Because I know that's a big part of everything that you're doing with the comic, part of your life in general, like whether you do it for, just everyday life or, because you play football as well and you're an athlete and you use that to help you in your career as well. So I wanted to ask what inspires your journey to be more into Christ and, into your religion.
So I've kind of always been in church. There was a time when when I was like a little bit younger, like 19 to maybe 20 something, but like he always stayed with me, right? But my father is he's a preacher and my grandfather's a deacon, so it kind of like it always been in my life. So it just gets when I got older, I also lived in a rosary with my friends, and we were next to a church. So rosary is basically priests used to live there, and I also, throughout my travels, I met a lot of preachers, a lot of priests. It just always been, always been God. Somehow He always been like around me somehow.
Yeah, definitely. And I wanted to ask I know the last time we were on the show, for those that may have not known about like the meaning behind the comic and like the reason why you chose that name, because I remember, and you say it in a lot of your videos, like everything is copacetic, you know what I mean? You use it as like almost like a mantra, you know what I mean? And I love that you use it as a mantra because it keeps you grounded in everything that you do. So for those that don't know the significance of you using copacetic, you can share that now.
All right, so basically, it's things is things is always gonna, you know, God's gonna first you got to understand that God's gonna put you through things that's not good, but it's really all a learning lesson, right? So you got to understand when you're going through these tough times that everything is going to be okay. So copacetic means everything's going to be okay, right? So even in this story, when he's going to, he's not. How can I say the main character is he's going to be attacked a lot by the devil, by demons, by different things. So once he really realized that God is with him, and like that's how he's going to get his powers, because we don't really have any power unless Jesus and God is on our side, right? So once he really realized that, then he's copacetic. Then he'll understand. He becomes copacetic.
Yeah, definitely. And I would say, what was the process, or when did you first come up with the idea for your comic? Because this has been a long time coming. Like I've seen as far back, like on your page from like 2024. Even when you went to your first convention, you're talking about it. You had like the first character drawings of the different characters and like the different things that the main character Andre will have to fight. So what was the push for you to start even coming up with the idea for the comic?
I think I always like Spider-Man and Batman and Azrael. I was playing Arkham. I think it's Arkham Knight or one of those games,
Yeah.
and Azrael was in there. I
Mm.
was I could kind of do this myself. I could make my own thing and put my own, twist to it. Watch a lot of anime, so it's like I took a lot of stuff from everywhere, and I kind of like was able to make this. Then also like the demons, and I learned about demonology, angels, and fallen angels. So it was that's how it started. But then it was more of the things I've been through in my life of not always being confident or you know things like that, and just putting it in a book to help me. Maybe I'll help another kid make sure that he knows he's not alone. You feel me?
No, yeah, that's definitely true. And I think it's a beautiful thing that you're able to use like your experiences or even like your walk with Christ to make this story so you can, educate others. So for those that may not know what the story is about, if you can share a little bit of it to get people interested in,
Got
the story.
So basically, it's gonna start with Kovacevic gonna basically have a heart attack playing basketball, and then his parents will pray to God, and eventually God answers, and he's gonna take a heart from one of his warrior angels and put it in Copacetic, which is his name is Andre Young. That's the main character's name. You want to put it in Andre, and then take Andre's heart and put it into the angels. So now, Andre has the heart of an angel, so he want to start having powers. He can see only as a kid though, because I want to I want to add a lot of stuff to it. So only like as a kid, he'll be able to see into the spiritual world and see the demons and angels and all this stuff that other people can't see. And because of the food, I know you're from Jersey. They like to give us a lot of fried foods and
Yeah.
stuff like that. It's going to mess with his spiritual stuff, right? And then he won't be able to see it as good. Now he's going to eventually, him and he's going to meet Ray and his mother. They're going to be able to make kind of like goggles for him to put on, to where he can see in the spiritual realm through these goggles until he trains more, gets more power ups and stuff like that. Um, then I would like the fallen angel to that has Andre's heart. He's going to become very like envious of the Lord. And Michael, he's going to think he should be running stuff more. Then he's going to fall and become a fallen angel. And of course, he's going to want to try to get back at Andre, and also try to manipulate, the humans, which is us.
Yeah. That's definitely there's a lot of like deep symbolism and like undertones in this comic, like that's coming out as well. And there's like a few different like enemies and stuff that I want you to talk about to get the people going, because we're also going to talk about, for those who don't know, finally he has the Kickstarter to get issue one out. So that's the exciting part. So definitely I want you guys to get excited for that. So I want to talk about the Nephilim, which are some of the enemies that Andre has to face in the comic, and for people that may not know what it is, and how you're able to educate people by having them in the comic, and how you like represent them in the comic.
All right. So the Nephilim, this is how it goes. When the fallen angels came down from heaven, when they got kicked out, they they seen women. They thought they was beautiful. They ended up having kids with the women, and they had giants and other different creatures that I think kind of out here too. So basically, these Nephilim are giants running around. It gets really deep. Sometimes it's even, and that's how I'm gonna get to the politicians and the secret societies. There's also bloodlines going on around here that they believe that they're connected to the Nephilim and fallen angels, so that they think that they should run the world right now, and really they shouldn't. So it gets to that too. And then the Nephilim also kind of like, if you kill them or if you take them out or whatever, they don't really die. They actually become demons. So they're the ones that are in the spiritual realm that most of us can't see. That's them. More on the demons. The reason that they're kind of down here, that they want to. It's a lot going on in my head. I'm trying to say it right.
That's okay, no problem.
So it's like they want to be worshipped like God, right? So they're going to trick us, give us technology. Some of them will give us technology for like us, not just technology. Technology could be fame, it could be money, it could be a lot of stuff. They'll give us this stuff where we can worship them, right? And that's how you get into the rappers doing this stuff, and all the symbolism and weird stuff that they do. It's just a lot. It's a lot, and I just want to show. I want to show how it all connects, and I can show it through a comic book, because when I talk about it, people probably think I'm crazy, but I think they somewhat understand what I'm saying. But when I can show it like that, they'll understand. There's also how can I say? They also, the Nephilim and the fallen angels. They also like to mess with DNA. So like they'll take like a cat and a mouse and like mix them together and see what it makes. Now, if I said this, and this is probably how we get the reptilians and stuff. If you take maybe like a human and a
Mhm.
snake or a reptile or something, and you
Yeah.
mix, and you get something crazy. You know what I mean? And this is stuff that, like, I'm saying these beings are doing it, but this is something that also regular scientists are doing. Like, they're mixing things that shouldn't be mixed, and God told us not to do that. You
Mm.
know?
Yeah, that makes sense. And also, I can share my screen now. That's the new part. So there's definitely like, different like character designs, like different characters. So definitely you have the visuals so you can explain it. So I'm going to give a visual of Andre's mom. So Copacetic's mother is Celine Young, because it's interesting that you mentioned that she's a radical and a revolutionary, and she's there to help the people. So let me share the screen real fast. All right, screen, and then I think it's
She probably one of my favorite characters. A lot of characters are my. I keep saying a lot of characters are my favorite characters.
so definitely yes. Let's talk about Celine Young and her importance in the story.
Okay. See, I don't want to tell it, but without telling it too much. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, of course.
um, so basically, she's basically not from. I believe what we see on the map. and on the globe, I
Hmm.
guess first of all, I think the Earth is flat, right? But I think there's an ice wall on what we know is the Earth. Now, on the outside of that, I think is more land. She's going to be from one of those lands, and then she's going to be tasked from a king to come here and basically, like, because they know what's going on inside the walls. They know about the aliens, the fallen angels, the Nephilim, the trafficking, the everything that's going on. They know about it. So they're sending her to basically try to help you know, take care of the people until it's time to start a revolution and try to, once we understand what the real problem is, that's basically everything. Once you can understand what the real problem is, then you can attack it. So it's not just a book. Like it's very much in real life. So once we understand, like, and we really should be doing that now. Once we understand about, you know, the guy that got locked up, let's say, what's his name?
Which
Ep-
one?
let's say Epstein. I don't
Oh,
know. I'm
okay.
gonna say crazy things on your show, but him, right?
Mm.
And we understand the stuff that he was doing and how it's connected to all these other people, but we're still chilling doing nothing. Now, there's still homeless people. There's still homeless people going missing. She's going to be taking care of the people. She's going to be doing the stuff until it's time for them to, fight back.
Mm. Oh, okay. So pretty much she's here to essentially like make sure things are not in complete chaos per se.
Exactly.
Like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So it's kind of like she's kind of like helping Andre in the sense to make sure that whatever forces are trying to be against people that they're able to, I guess, relinquish it in a sense, right?
Yes. She's also like she knows about that for sure, but she's how can I say? She's dealing more with the politicians, the gang violence. Those two, like Victor Dane is one of the like he's the mayor of Newark. He's going to be a fallen angel. He's going to be a fallen angel because these things could shapeshift. She knows this, so she's gonna like making sure he's not going too crazy and just helping the people. You know what I mean? That she can help. Um, that dragon on her shoulder. She's also a scientist. She made another character with the robots, and his name is Heem, the android. She's also going to be a dragon. Like she has her own dragon, and that smaller dragon is you know a kid from that dragon. Eventually, that's going to go to copacetic when
Mhm.
it gets bigger. So,
That's awesome. And I also want to talk about, you are the co-owner of Veilbound Comics, and I wanted to ask, what inspired you to start the comic book company?
um, I just wanted to do something to where I had a little more control over like the profits and then like what I want to put out to the world. Then I just wanted something that was mine. Like I don't want to go to another company and be under them. Kinda, I just want my own thing.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And I know through Veilbound Comics, you want to have other stories, you have different characters that, make people see like the truths in this world that may be hidden or not hidden, but people fail to realize. And there's an interesting character that you have here, Boom Bop. So pretty much this is like going into like the realm of like things we hear about with the industry and rappers in the industry and things that they go through and how they're tested or how their
Yeah.
faith is tested. So what was the inspiration for this character?
Um. So Gucci Mane, I don't know if you know Gucci.
Of course I do know Gucci Mane.
Yeah, Gucci Mane was he's my favorite rapper. and I started learning more about him.
Yeah.
And they're saying they they was talking about how he went into jail and then he came out
Mm,
wasn't the same. They saying like they cloned him. And this
mm,
I was in a like this in the beginning of the journey, right? This when I was like God is starting to reveal the things to me, and I'm like, there's no way they clone. How can they clone somebody? But then I'm starting to watch more things and go over more things. It's like it gets really deep to like they clone Tyrone. Um, I don't know if you watched what's that one movie called Get Out. Like
yeah.
there's a bunch of stuff that's like this place is crazy. I keep saying I'll say that like this place is crazy of like, and now I'm learning that you know they're making things to where like you can pick a body. You can like you'll be able to make a body and then transfer your consciousness, right? I've
Mm,
also been seeing things to where I don't want to scare people, right? But I've been seeing a couple movies and stuff. They also like to put the truth in the movies and things that we watch. So that's basically that's basically them saying like that's basically them showing us what they will do or they might do. And then if we don't do anything, if we don't say anything, there that's basically us like agreeing to it. So like I always say like they'll never give us a poisonous apple, but they'll give us an apple and we either tell us it's poisonous or it'll say in the mini print on the thing on the package or something that the thing is poisonous, right?
mm,
So
yeah.
when they put movies out and it's like I seen this one when it was a group of friends and they connected these things to their head and it basically it switched their consciousness. So like how you're talking to me, you know what I mean, in your room and I'm in my room, they was able to switch it and now
Mm,
I'm in your body and you're in my body. Now I don't think that's and you could see that also in Get Out, how they mess with people consciousness. So say it's an old man is he's about to pass away, he's rich, it's an old man, he's about to pass away. He don't want to
mm,
pass away. So maybe
mm,
take kidnap a younger guy, you know what I mean? And then they'll switch their consciousness and then the old guy, the old body, that's why we're not like this is just my body. This isn't really me. So the old body dies, but the man is still alive in the other guy's body. He's still alive. So I want to show that too. And all that is going to be through his story too of what they do.
mm. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be pretty interesting because I feel
Well,
like it's very deep. Yeah.
I'm
As you
sorry.
said, no, you're good.
Also with him, I want to show the importance of music and why they push a lot of they even tell the rappers to talk about when they rap to rap about more about negative stuff and killing and
Mm.
all things that are bad so the music can affect us as a people, you know what I mean? So I want to show that to the importance of that.
Yeah, definitely, and that's something I do hear, especially when I was in the church talking about how like they try to push certain agendas in certain music that's not positive, you know. So definitely that would definitely be something important, especially for those that already follow the faith. They'll have something to relate to. I feel like.
So what you think, what do you think about it so far?
So far, I think it's like I like that all the characters and everything has like a deeper meaning. Like it's not just surface level. Like there's something to learn from each character. Like just from this character and even like the ones that we've mentioned before, and just like doing my research and everything like that. Like nothing that you presented to people is just because like it's either based on experience, based on what you're researching, and or what you've learned through the words. So I think it's very deep and it's very layered, and it could become something bigger and bigger as it goes on.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. And I also wanted to talk about, I believe you did it was like a cool like collab with the Deadly Adventures of the Power Gang. So I
Yeah,
wanted you to talk about that, and for those that may not know what the Deadly Adventures of the Power Gang is.
that's my he's the other half of Veilbound Comics. That's Mark. So basically that's Captain Stargazer on the top left,
Hmm.
and top right is Black Bat. So they're also Black Bat is really he's gonna be covering the underground world, I would say, of like he's a vampire. The guy that is Victor Dane, he's also gonna be I'm gonna show, this is how we can be able to show that they like experimenting and doing alchemy and stuff. He is a he's a vampire, and also he has our version of like the superhero serum of like something Captain America took. Um, was given to him also. So when he was born, he's the son of Dracula also. So when he was born, if you had that um the serum and he's a vampire, it made it to where he can come out in the sun. So he basically can he's a walking like he can walk in the sun, but he's a vampire too.
Mm.
Still drinks blood and all that other stuff too. Um and then Stargazer, he's actually kicking off the first part of Veilbound Comics. That he's gonna be the one that's really starting it. Uh, just look out. We're working on him, so just look out for that though. It's gonna be good.
Mm, that's interesting. I already like how like this page alone already looks pretty cool. Like how all the characters look. So like when I saw it, I'm like, oh, that's very interesting. So I'm looking forward to seeing like what the other characters and like how the story is gonna unfold. I also saw that you mentioned Kiyomi as well, and that she's one of your favorite characters. So I actually wanted you to like without spoiling too much the
All right.
character and why she's your favorite and like to get the people excited because I mean the character is pretty cool. So this is like one of the sketches of Kiyomi.
So basically, I would say she's kind of like a mixture of kind of like Wolverine and you know, these projects that they do when they kidnap people that they do experiment on them. So like homeless people, people that you just see that goes missing. Sometimes they do take them and then they experiment on them, and then so her story is basically she ends up getting sold to the government, and then they experiment on her. She already has her power. She already blessed by God. She's strong and she can she can see through the past. Like she can touch like if it's a hole in the wall, let's say,
Mm.
she can touch the bricks of the wall and like she could see like what happened to the wall. So she can see into the past. She can also see enemies like weakness points and things like that. So she also can heal fast. So basically like they were using her they were
Mhm.
using her to be like a secret agent of like just taking out the people that they wanted her to take out. And
Mhm.
eventually she got too good and they wanted to experiment on her so that they can use whatever is making her special and basically give it to other people so that they can have more than one Kiyomi.
Mm. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. I like how this like I said, every character is not just because like it's literally there's literally a whole lore to it. So that's really cool. Honestly, that's really cool. I really like the tattoo right here that she has on her arm as well.
So her father is he's the leader of the Kuzma.
Mhm.
So he's like a gang leader. So she was raised in like a gang family
Mhm.
until she was sold into to the government. So basically, when she ends up escaping, and she's going to end up joining the power gang, and they're going to start having their own story too.
Mm. Oh, that's awesome. So one of the questions that I had is, so for Veilbound Comics, do you want it to be like, you know how like Marvel or other like some indie like comic publishing companies, they try to create like a multiverse almost? Is that the plan that you guys have, or is it gonna be like in the same universe with just different stories at different times?
I wanted to be in the same Earth, the same world, but different things is happening. So like, as Copacetic is in North doing his thing, Stargazer is doing his thing, and then years before, Kiyomi's getting experimented on, and
Mm,
things. I want everything to be in one world. We also have like space. I would say how we know space is. We believe that it's a firmament over us. So like there's it's like a barrier. So whenever they shoot rockets into the air and they explode and all that, that's because it's hitting the barrier, right? So we're going to make it to where they're going to be able to get into space, but for
mhm,
people like Stargazer and we got this other hero named Construct, we're
mhm.
going to make it to where they can open a portal and
Yeah.
try through the portal and go into space. So it's basically
Mm.
another dimension, basically.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's interesting. So, yeah, I definitely see that. I definitely see the vision that you guys got going with that. And definitely, we definitely got to talk about the Kickstarter. So I'm gonna pull that up real fast and share this tab. All right. So for those that are interested, the Kickstarter is out for Copacetic issue one, the Divine Intervention. So currently they're at 173 of their 3,200 goal. So definitely for the people that are interested, let them know about the Kickstarter and the expectations and everything like that.
Um, all right, so it's my Kickstarter. I'm trying to raise the money. I'm trying to get gotta pay for the artists, publish
How you
publish
doing? On the
Oh, sorry, my bad. Yeah, keep going.
publishing and everything, and basically I want to get posters, uh and I want to start doing shirts for y'all. So the money was going to go to good use. Please just go to support, and the story is good. I think you guys will really enjoy it.
Yeah, definitely. And definitely if you want to share, because you have the tiers here for people that are interested, like what they can get at each tier.
So the first tier is $10. Let me see, $10. That's just going to be the digital copy, and then the next one will be $20. That's going to be like the physical copy, and I'm gonna get another cover for it, alternate cover, and I'm gonna sign it. And then the last one you can get both, and then I'm gonna make it to where, like I said, I'm gonna get posters and I'm gonna do some shirts for y'all too.
Yeah, definitely. So definitely, hopefully we get to that goal. You see here, we're at 173. You can definitely get past that. And we have 39 days to go. So definitely just make sure you guys support. I'll put the link so that you guys can support the Kickstarter. Let me do that now. And I'll put it at the end of the show as well, just so people know. So I'm going
Thank
to put it right here. Yeah, no problem. So for people that are watching it now or watching it back later, this is a link for the Kickstarter. Definitely click on it. Definitely, we can get. I've seen people get funded. We can definitely get there. If y'all push it, if y'all share it, we definitely can get there.
you. Said that's fire.
Yeah, Yeah, of course. And if you don't mind, I'll definitely like let whoever watches back, whoever's watching, like see the video that you put for the Kickstarter. 'Cause I didn't want to interrupt you when you was explaining it.
Oh no, go ahead, go ahead.
All right.
How you doing? I want to introduce y'all to another one of my characters, Dasrael. So Dasrael is a fallen angel, and one of the abilities that fallen angels have is shapeshifting. So him and some of the demons that's in his legion are in the North government. He specifically is the mayor and also a doctor. He is also an alchemist and is obsessed with creating things that are abomination to the Lord. Things like clones, skinwalkers, and vampires. If you would like to learn more about the universe that we're creating, go to Instagram, veilbound comics. Thank you for listening.
Trying to
So
I work on. I'm trying to work on it.
no, you're good. I mean, listen, because some people don't put videos, so I feel like it's good that you put it so that people get a little bit of like an explanation of what's going on with like the description of everything. So I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. And actually, I wanted to ask, so I'm gonna stop sharing the screen for now. Let's see where to do that. Okay. All right. So yeah. So definitely, I wanted to ask because I know for Andre he gets like the angel's heart, but he can't handle it per se. So I would say what like when you're trying to figure out like how you were going to incorporate that in the story and how he was gonna like be able to deal with the heart, like what I would say, was it based on like experiences or things that you've read, or what made you come to that decision that this was like how his powers was gonna work, that he had to be like pretty much like how they say like with your faith, like in order to be closer to God, you kind of have to like kill the flesh, make sure you're diligent, make sure you do things that are closer to him, and sometimes when you stray, God will be like, okay, this will happen because you didn't follow. I feel like it kind of reflects that. So I would say, what was the thought process when you made that like his struggle per se after getting the power?
So first, at least with me, uh, I feel so much better when I'm working out and when I'm like pushing myself and doing that stuff. So I think I just wanted to put that in there too. One of my favorite anime characters is Rock Lee, so I
Mm,
wanted to show like he has to train. Like he can't just relax and get lazy and then he could still go out and have powers. That's not cool. So I wanted to put that in there. I also wanted to make sure that people know he's not like I couldn't make him like a son of an angel because that would make him a Nephilim. That would make him evil,
mm,
quote evil, to God.
mm,
I would make it to where it's something that people know like he's a human.
yeah.
He's still gonna be tested like a human,
Mm,
right? So like lust, like I said, confidence. So like there's gonna be demons like messing with his confidence and stuff like that. Like if I play basketball and I miss 3 shots in a row or something like that, in my head I'm thinking like, dang, I probably shouldn't shoot anymore. But in
mm,
reality, I know for a fact I'm gonna make the next shot. I should keep shooting, right? So with him, it's gonna be, he's gonna be tested with, his parents, his sister, his different things like that, to where his friends, him partying, him getting overconfident at times, like different things is gonna be attacking him. But he still have powers, but he's still a human. Like his body is still human. He still have flesh, and he just has a heart that's going to power his body. And then you also got the spirit of because we're not just like I said, we're not. This is just my body. So this isn't really what I really look like, or this isn't really like how I am. So he has to get all of that like together. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a time where things is going bad for him, right? Now he's strong. He's worked, like, he's strong. His body's strong. He has more control over his powers, but spiritually and like mentally, he's going to be messed up. So is he really strong?
Mm,
It depends. I mean, so I wanted to show all that, but in different ways.
mm. That's definitely true. And one thing I wanted to notice, like the stylistic choices you make for the characters. I like the color scheme and everything like that. So I would say, what are some things that like you like when it comes to like your characters and how you want them to look? Or, like, what's the process for you, especially when you're getting like the things drawn out for you?
I try to give a description how I want. Like, unless it's a really important character, I try to give like a minimum description of how I want them, and then I just tell the artist basically, you know, just do what you do. I want to give them also, because they're also creators. They also are good at what they do. So I want them to also like be able to show their talent too. That's Tosin, Alar Tosin. She's very good. She does most of my stuff, honestly.
Mm, mm, that's amazing. And I wanted to ask, what are some of the goals that you have, for your comic, for Veilbound Comics, just anything that you're doing in general? It could be long term, short term, whatever you want to share.
So with Copacetic and I want eventually I want to have a crossover with
Hmm.
Dryel. I also want him to be a Teen Titan, or like I want him to be
Yeah.
like somewhat. I think I told you that before. I think
Hmm.
I just want him to be somewhat in the Teen Titans thing, and then Spellbound. I just want us to make a good story. Maybe come out with some games and some animations, hopefully, and then just go from there.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I would say, because I always like asking people that like live in the area I live, how their experience was, growing up as a blurred, and how do you feel now that like you're able to express it more freely, but not even that, like you're getting to make your own comic that you could probably share with the community that kind of want stuff like this, and they're able to have it through your comic.
Um, everything, every person, most of the people I've talked to, they always say it's a good idea. They always say they like it. They see the
Hmm.
art cool, so it's pretty dope. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. They keep saying they'll call me copacetic sometimes. That's what my friend. Um, so like, it's cool doing that. You know
It's
what I mean?
pretty
It all started like it's just one idea. Like, it's just people don't understand. Like it's hard work, but it's like I can't believe that even on the show, like I can't believe that you're interviewing me over. Uh, it's been a journey.
No, yeah, it's definitely been a journey, but you're doing it, and that's funny that people actually call you. I feel like, but like that's cool also in a way because it's like it's part of like your journey in a sense. So the fact that people acknowledge it is, I think it's cool. Like even if it may catch you off guard sometimes, like oh wait, oh okay, that's what you call.
It helps me sometimes. They see me if they see me kind of sad, they'll be like everything copacetic. But
Mm,
that's like it's like a very much of a. This is also what the book is about. Of when you're seeing, like, when you're feeling
mm-hmm,
like sad or you're mad or you're these are really kind of demons kind of attacking you sometimes. So
mm-hmm.
when I hear, like, when I'm sad or I'm having a bad day and someone say copacetic, right? It kind of shocks me and put me in like, oh yeah, I gotta realize, like, I gotta fight these things off because they're just messing with me right now. I gotta chill. So it's basically
Yeah, but I like that. I really do like that. That it's kind of just like a pick me up in a sense when because life just life sometimes, and sometimes it's like,
Right.
so definitely. And the question is the same question that I asked the last time we were on the show, but the question I asked is like in the blurred community, what do we do well to like support each other, in our work, just for each other? What can we do better to support each other? Because we're not perfect. Everybody has a different question depending on how they are in the community, what they do in the community.
Um, I think we just need to engage with each other more. Um, like I notice when I post some things, right,
Yeah.
that people don't always engage. Why not engage? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So like I really want to like when I post something, I might put a of what you think or something like that. Like I'm really curious of what people think. Like I want to know how are you guys seeing the world, so that might help me also with my. So it's just we need to just support each other more in what we're doing. You know what I mean? Stuff with that. I also want to, there's a couple of other comics that I'm trying to support.
Mhm.
Trying to save it for mine and do that, but I'm trying to also show support to other people out here. You know what I mean? That's doing the same thing I'm doing.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And no, yeah, I agree. It's just like besides the algorithm being on our side, I've noticed sometimes like there's certain people you can tell like certain people that do it often, like share often, like you don't have to ask this and the third, and then sometimes some people they like the work but they don't show that they like the work, if that makes sense. Like they say they like it but then they don't share it. So I definitely understand it. And like you said, collaboration. That's been a that's been a actually a topic, particularly amongst like like indie comic creators, that we have to collab more. Like whether it's comic creators, some cosplayers, and particularly like authors, like they do sci-fi or romance, like within the Black writer space, like that they want to do more collaboration. And I agree because there's so many stories and crossover stories that could be made so that there's more Black stories in the hands of people that want those stories. And the other common theme is just when people ask for Black characters, but because the characters are not known, they don't push it as much as the mainstream. So yeah, it's a lot of things that we have to work on. We're getting closer. There's some honorable mention. Shout out to Midnight Comics, Tashi J from Melanin Minds. They have like a directory of different comics, and if people are interested in being part of the registry, they can sign up for it. So basically, like they have some people. Shout out to 615 Comics. They have a calendar now. So if you like reach out to them and you have like a Kickstarter, they'll try to put it on the calendar, like the date the Kickstarter is, so that people can go to it. So people are trying. It's definitely gonna have to be more of a group effort, but I'm happy for the people that are actually trying to like get people out there, especially within like the indie comics space. Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely direct them to you as well, because they are important resources, and you never know, they'd probably like be willing to put your Kickstarter in there as well. So
Thank you.
yeah, no problem. And I would say, how has this journey helped you as a person so far? In creating, being part of Veilbound Comics, creating the comic, and everything that you're doing right now.
Um, it definitely has helped me become more spiritual and look at the world differently for sure. Um, I've also noticed in the more like I'm talking about these demons and you know the stuff that I believe is going on in the world. It's like I'm being attacked more,
Mm.
which is but just it's just tough, tough a little bit. But part of what's going on, like keep getting attacked more. It's gonna force me to get close. Ultimately, it's gonna work in my favor. Still,
Yeah, that's definitely true. And I would say, I know you touched on it a little bit, but like, how are you, what has helped you the most, like just trying to balance everything? Because, you are an athlete on top of making the comic, on top of being part owner now of like a publishing company in a sense. So what are things that help you stay grounded?
Honestly, my probably my grandfather. Grandfather definitely helps me. Just giving me talks about his life and being around my friends and just like just learning about the world. Really, just understanding. I'm not a type of person that's like if this all go good and it reaches where I'm trying to go. You know what I mean? I don't think I'll be that guy that'll be too big headed about itself. You know what I mean? Like I'm always gonna, especially like stuff that I've been going through. Like definitely gonna help me make sure I'm still helping homeless people or I'm still volunteering to mentor kids and stuff like that. I don't see myself changing really.
That's good. That's good to hear. And I know you were mentioning how sometimes the comic helps when you're trying to talk about different topics, especially on social media. Has there ever been a time where like it's been hard to talk about those topics, or you've gotten pushback? Like just talking about the topics or talking about the comic because of the source material.
Yeah, yeah, it's what's it called? Something like can I like say a story to it? So like one of the things that I've learned from this and like doing my research is this guy named not a god but he's a demon, Moloch. There's Moloch and there's Bel. They're evil. um they like child sacrifices. So I know right now things is going crazy with like the person getting abortion or not. um if it's right or wrong, you know what I mean? From the things that I've read and I've learned that if you do get one, it's like a sacrifice to that thing. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
even like this is why I'm trying to show for people can know about this because even if you don't know, they don't care. They're still gonna. It's still going to them. They still don't like. They don't care. They're trying to really much take advantage of us. You know what I mean? They hope we actually don't know. So like I said, if we can all really change the world if we really come together. You know what I mean? Like it could be a point of like maybe you don't have to do that. Maybe if you just have it, you know what I mean? We give it to someone else as they're doing it, but it could be better. You know what I'm saying? Give it to someone else, or we could do like it could be other ways to do the stuff that what I mean that's going on. So that's probably one of the big ones that I really don't want to talk about.
Yeah,
Really,
yeah, you're good. But yeah, I understand. Sometimes it's just like the internet is the internet, and sometimes certain things can cause chaos. I understand that. So sometimes you try to be careful on what you talk about and like what you say. So definitely, I'm glad that like you're still able to share your story and share your thoughts in the way that you see fit. So kudos to you for that.
thank you.
Yeah, of course. And yeah, I definitely had a great time talking about the comic, getting to learn more about it, and having you on again. Hopefully, you had a good time again.
For having me. I appreciate you.
Of course. So definitely let the people know where to follow you, where to keep up with what you're doing, and everything like that.
You can go to I actually made a Facebook also, so Copacetic on Facebook, and then on Instagram you go to Copacetic underscore 77.
Okay. And definitely let me share that right now so people can like go and follow. So here is the Facebook for people that want to follow, and definitely go onto whether it's Copacetic 77. They have the link tree. You can get everything there, but definitely I just want to share it here so you guys have it. For those that want to support the Kickstarter, again, I'm putting again. You got it twice, so there's no reason that you shouldn't know where to go. And also, I'm going to share the link tree for people that want to go directly to the link tree. So I'm gonna copy that right here. So definitely you have another opportunity to see everything. So if you go to their link tree right here, you're gonna get a lot of the links that I'm showing you right now. And also, if you want to go to this page as well, make sure you follow them here on Instagram. So this is one page that you can follow them at. Also, make sure you follow them at Veilbound Comments as well. So I'm gonna put that up on the screen right here. And yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of links, and you also have the link tree. So this is me making sure that you guys have as much as possible. So I appreciate you guys so much for coming on to the show. Whether you saw it, whether you gave a quick comment, whether you're replaying it back, I really do appreciate you guys. So for those that may not know what I do, hi, my name is Lizzie. I have my business, AnimeInkArt. So I think if I can show it, let's see. So for those who don't know, the background of like the lives usually, this is a table setup that I had like a year or so ago. So yes, I do traditionally draw and digitally edit to create my own style. And basically, we're getting back into the drawing of things. Commissions are open if you're interested. So definitely, if you go to Anime Ink Art One, you click the link tree in the bio. You will get sent to the Redbubble store, Shopify store, if you want to sign up for a commission, see the portfolio and all of those things. Um, so I can also share with you guys that yes, I'm an affiliate of Otaku Noir. We love Otaku Noir here. If you use code AnimeInkArt, you get free shipping on their amazing mystery boxes. Now that the landing page is out, they will be doing the unboxing soon. I can tell you guys that, like, yes, I was the My Cosplay is Black um, model in 2025 for the calendar, but now I have some artwork in the Syrians box. That's what I wanted to tell you guys. If you go to their website and you go to the Syrians unboxing page, I do have a piece of artwork in the box inspired off of Mami Wada, and you will see the design there if you go to their website for the unboxing. Thank you so much, Hanif from Otaku Noir, for reaching out to me about 2 months ago to make art for the box, and I made stickers. So I appreciate that so much. So definitely, if you got the box, that will be there. If you didn't get to have the box, you'll probably be able to get the sticker in some form if they have any available later on. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Also, I do work for Critical Care Comics. They're an organization where we give toys and comics to the children in the hospitals. So you can be a regular volunteer like me, that's an agent, and you can also be a hero where you can dress up in Marvel and DC characters, and you get to greet the kids as we're giving the toys and the comics. So we're gonna be at AniTomoCon to promote Critical Care Comics. Thank you to Eileen from AniTomoCon. That'll be July 18th at Japan Village. If you want to support our contributor table, learn more, or donate, definitely do that. Definitely go to the website, Critical Care Comics. Go to their Instagram. They have the website, in their link tree, and you can donate or be a member. Especially the New York chapter, we still need people. And yeah, definitely we cosplay as well. You'll see us at DreamCon. We posted the cosplay schedule, and we'll be at Anime NYC. We will let you know if we get the panel. If not, it's okay. If we do, we will get updated. So definitely want to get all that information. Make sure you go to the broadcast channel and join the broadcast channel. Go to Anime Inkar Live 1, and yeah. Love you guys so much. And with that, we're signing off. Bye, guys.